Customers often ask us what are the differences between wire and fabric reinforced airless paint spray hoses, and what applications does each work best for? Well, we're going to quickly and clearly answer that question for you in this episode of CRP Industrial's go-to video. Hello, I'm Pete Sanquini, VP of Business Development at CRP Industrial. When we say we offer a particular product in either wire reinforced or fabric reinforced, we want you to have a clear understanding of their differences. A wire reinforced hose is generally stronger than a fabric reinforced hose for pressures over 5,000 psi. In addition to being more durable, it allows the hose to have a smaller OD and a better bend radius. Wire reinforcement also eliminates the need for spring guards in many applications, as this type of hose construction is much harder to kink. Fabric reinforced paint hose is typically used for lower pressure applications below 5,000 psi. It's more flexible, requires less force to bend, and is lighter weight, so it can be easier to operate. Plus, it offers greater volumetric expansion. Volumetric expansion is the measurement of how far the hose will grow under pressure. When a hose with low volumetric expansion is used on smaller airless paint equipment, the user may experience pulsing at the spray gun with medium to heavier coatings. Wire reinforced hose has a lower volumetric expansion, so the pressure drop at the gun is less. Small diameter wire reinforced hose is suitable for lightweight stains and coatings with lower pressure and smaller pumps. A fabric reinforced hose will act as an expansion tank, which is why it is so popular on lower pressure applications, as it helps absorb that pulse and provide a smoother paint application. When you get into the higher pressures, larger hose I.D.s, and heavier coatings, wire reinforced hose is the product of choice due to its durability and lower pressure drops over long lengths. The increased strength of wire reinforced hose allows for long hose lines with working pressures of 5,000, 7,000, or even 10,000 psi. Most hoses for paint spray should have a safety factor of 4:1. The safety factor is the ratio between the working and burst pressure. All hoses are rated for a certain working pressure. The safety factor is a multiple of that pressure. For example, 4:1 means that if a hose were rated for 3,000 psi working pressure, the safety factor would be 4 times that, or a minimum burst pressure of 12,000 psi. Hoses meant for different applications will have different safety factors. There's no mandatory ratio. Some manufacturers use 3:1, 2.5:1, though 4:1 is typically the industry standard for airless paint spray hoses. It's important to note that you should only use hoses that are specifically designed for paint spray. Standard hydraulic hoses are not meant to carry coatings and may not be conductive or have a tube construction that isn't compatible for the vast array of coatings or solvents. You want the hose to be conductive because when you spray a fluid, it develops a static charge. And if the hose isn't grounded or conductive, the person holding the gun may get a shock. On a final note of safety, never use a hose that is pressure rated less than the pump you're working with. This is unsafe and dangerous. So as you can see, both wire and fabric have their advantages. It all comes down to your specific application and what you're trying to accomplish with the hose. We have a variety of products available, and the CRP Industrial team can work with you to determine the best possible solution for the job at hand. Thanks for watching. Be sure to keep an eye out for future videos from CRP Industrial. We'll be sending them out via email each month. See you next time.